and welcome to this lesson. I am your teacher. My name is Favor. Today I'll be taking you on another part of um, soft skill, and this is a part with looking into reasoning, problem solving, and ideation. Previous videos we looked at other things like critical thinking, analytical thinking, and in this particular video we'll be talking about reasoning, problem solving, and ideation. So let's see how they go together. Okay, so let's move to the next. Let's define reasoning. It's the process of thinking about something in a logical way in order to inform, or in order to form a conclusion or judgment. Reasoning is also the ability of the mind to think, understand the things in a logical way. Like when you hear the word reasoning, when you hear things, you reason them, you think about them, and you reason. It is a process of thinking about something that is existing in a logical way, like thinking it this way, thinking it that way. Like there is an adage that says you do not think straight. That is to say, there are some cases and some problems that need to be solved, whether in the digital space or in the environment you find yourself. A problem, a case that you don't just need to jump into it. When you hear the whole matter or the whole things, you need to reason. So it is a process of thinking about something in a logical way in order to inform a conclusion or judgment. Ability to think and understand things in a logical way, it is called reasoning. Okay. Now, problem solving is the act of defining a problem, identifying, prioritizing, and selecting alternatives for a solution, and implementing a solution. When you select alternatives, then you implement a solution. In that, you are a problem solver. In that doing, for instance, you have a problem you need to sort out with a client. Maybe a client paid you for some jobs to do for him rather, and then after doing the work, along the way he didn't pay completely. He was supposed to pay to finish the payment when the job is done. Let me use that for an instance. And after you might have finished the project, only for him to come and complete the payment, and he starts telling you, I was on my way coming, I lost my ATM and they stole my money, all my money in the bank is gone, can you give me the project, later I can give you. You're trying to check out all the story. It's you reasoning it. Now, how do you solve this problem? After reasoning, the next thing is for you to select alternatives that have come out of that reasoning. That is the next thing, and then you bring the possible solution for that, and in that you solved that problem. Okay, you could come up with, this guy can be lying, I don't believe this story. You could come up with, okay, so what happened, how about your phone, did you do this, did they block it, how about the bank, can't you borrow somebody money and pay, this business, we took money elsewhere to finish your project, and then we can't afford to lose this money, and how are we sure you did not give us a collateral for you to come back in? At the end of the day, you might just say, okay, can you just source out money elsewhere and add to what you've paid, and then let's reach an agreement, document it and sign that you will come up so and so time to finish up the payment. You've solved that problem. And because there is a written agreement, that means you reason so much and you reason well, and you solved that problem, and that guy is taking that job home. If he's lying, the police will come out after him, because there was a written document that was signed that he must pay so and so time, and so you've solved that problem of you entering into problem of your business collapsing. Because if there's anything that happens tomorrow and you sue him, or you people should go to court, they'll ask you of evidence. He could just deny you. So you bringing up that idea, because anybody can have such issues if the story is true, that he has a problem with maybe people attacked him on the way. So anybody can be attacked, so you trying to solve the problem, helping him out, and by writing that documentation so that you'll be safer. Hope you're getting it. I'm using this for an instance, so you can just like imagine it to every other field of life or whatever thing that suits to this definition. So let's go further. What is ideation? It is creative process of generating, developing, and communicating new ideas, where an idea is understood as a basic element of thought that can be whether visual, concrete, or abstract. Ideation comprises all stages of a thought cycle, from innovation to development, then to actualization. Okay, let me explain. Do you know that ideation has to do, they are related with innovation? In my previous class, I told you about innovation when we were talking about critical thinking and innovation. So I explained that, so you can go back to that video and watch it. Now in this particular one, ideation is creative process of generating, developing, and communicating new ideas. Like, you're getting ideas over something, you're asking questions, gives you ideas, it gives you better, you think out better ways to do things than they are being done. You understand? In that idea generation that you're generating, it will birth innovation. Yes, the ideas that you get will birth innovation. So there's no innovation when there's no idea. I hope you're getting that. Good. Let's go ahead to the next point. Seven problem solving skills. So what are 7 problem solving skills? 7 of them. Let's see. Number 1, identification, or identifying the issues. Like this was similar to my previous class on critical thinking and innovation. Okay, so you need to identify the problem. You cannot tackle problems you don't know where they are coming from. Now, being clear about what the problem is, separate listing of issues from the identification of interests. Being clear about what the problem is. The next, you separate listing of issues from identification of interest. It is very, very important. Now, understanding everyone's interest is the next point. Interests are the needs that you want satisfied by any given solution. We often ignore our true interest as we become attached to one particular solution. The best solution is the one that satisfies everyone's interest. Okay, so let's continue. You understanding everyone's interest, like interests are the needs that you want satisfied by any given solution. We often ignore our true interest as we become attached to one particular solution. The best solution is the one that satisfies every interest. You see? So when you understand everyone's interest in that case, in that problem that you're trying to solve, okay, when you understand everyone's interest, it will help you to know where to come up with, to bring in a solution to that particular problem. Okay, good. Number 3 is list the possible solutions, like brainstorm. Separate the listing of options from the evaluation of the options. Maybe this might sound a bit confusing to you. Separate the listing of options from the evaluation of the options. You've already listed some options. Now let them be separated, like evaluate options and evaluate options and know which one that is possible. Brainstorm. You know what it means that when a topic is brought up, you talk about that topic, you understand it the way you. So when people bring possible solutions, you are the one to brainstorm over them, to know the one that suits best. Okay, to think at something from yourself. Brainstorming is like thinking. It's like you generating ideas. You understand? Um, but most brainstorming most times is like a quick one, like something that comes almost on a quick. Now, point number 4: evaluate the options. What are the pros and cons? It's important that you know the pros and cons of whatever thing you're doing. They are very very important. If you after brainstorming, you check out this one I want to select, this solution I want to use, or this idea somebody brought that I want to use. What could be the what I call it, okay, what could be the importance, benefit, and what could be the damage? Okay, now the next point is select option. What's the best option in the place, in the balance? Is there a way to bundle a number of options together for a more satisfying solutions? You are the one to answer this question very well, and this is what makes you a good problem solver. Okay, point number 6: document the solutions. Write them down. Like, do not rely on your memory. Some of us, the problems we have is that ideas are coming, they are flying. We get ideas from people talking, you understand, but you don't have a pen on you. I know this guy. Wherever you see you with a pen and paper, he might be working and he gets idea over something. He'll just stop and use his pen and write it and then put back and start going. And you see him doing well. Even the business name he's having, and he's registered with CAC in Nigeria. He got it, and then he's the type that whenever whatever thing he wants to do, he will like be serious over it. So he have a brand and he's pursuing it. He's a serious guy. I know him. He's a serious guy. So he ideas comes because he's a graphic designer. He's creative because he reads books that makes him creative. He asks questions that makes him creative. He generates ideas by asking you questions. Like, he doesn't take anything you just say. We will just like reason them, and then before you know it, he will write something down of what he hears from you. I've given you a secret. Try it out. Point number 7: agree on contingencies. Monitoring and evaluation. Like, conditions may change. Make contingency agreement about foreseeable future circumstances. How will you monitor compliance and follow through? You see, create opportunities to evaluate the agreement and their implementation. Let's try this way for 3 months, and then you see a great result. Okay, we have come to the end of this lesson. The last slide here is you asking your questions. When you ask your questions, I'll ask you back. I hope you've been inspired. Okay, good. Please drop your question. Drop your questions. It's very very important, please. So I want you to discuss one of the problem solving skills mentioned in this lesson. Drop it if you can remember. So if there is anything that you did not understand during this class, please do not hesitate to ask questions. When you ask questions, you build your memory, you build the way you build everything about you. And when you ask questions, please have a note where you write every important things, so that whenever you can go back to them, you remember them exactly the way they are. You cannot leave everything to your brain just to remember all. Most times, anything you jot down, whenever you see, you remember exactly how it was done. But when you try to remember it without you looking at somewhere, you can never remember. If there's no anything you remember in this lesson today, remember to always pen things down. Yes, try to reason things before you do them, and then try to pen things down. Yes, discuss one of the problem solving skills mentioned in this lesson. Write them, discuss it. if possible, narrate a story that will make me better understand. Thank you very much. Drop a comment. Tell me the next video you would want me to do. By the way, we'll have other videos that would want you to watch on soft skills, even graphic designs, a lot of them. Okay, so just go through all the videos you see here. Please subscribe. Do not go away. Ask anybody you know to join this to subscribe to my channel, promote this video, share it, let your friends be involved. We'll make these videos free of charge to you, just to watch and get you educated. Thank you so very much for joining in. I hope to hear you on the comment section. Thank you and bye. See you in the next video.